Ain't nothing better than watching you smile. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ain't nothing better than watching you laugh out loud, my baby. Ain't nothing better than watching you be you. Ain't nothing better than right now. In your eyes lie the secrets I don't wanna miss.
Hi, this is Trey Passer, and this is my movie review of Ted with minor spoilers. First of all, let me just say this movie Ted came out, I think, Friday. I got to see it today on Tuesday here on July 3rd. I got off from work early, so I went to see that before I saw another movie. And let me just say this movie is so funny. I mean, if you're familiar with Family Guy, it's the same type of humor, and of course, because it's done by Seth MacFarlane, and Seth MacFarlane plays the voice of Ted, the teddy bear, and Mark Wahlberg stars as he stars as John Bennett. He's the kid that as his little kid, he's lonely, and he wishes that he gets a teddy bear for Christmas, and he wishes the teddy bear would come to life and be his best friend forever and ever. Okay, and of course, on a magical night, it happens. His wishes come true. And as you can see from the trailer, like I said, in this world, Ted is like a real person. He becomes famous, and everybody knows about him. So it's no mystery. It's no where he only talks to Mark Wahlberg's character and nobody else. He's for all good purposes, he's a regular functioning human being. He drinks, does everything else. And this movie is so hilarious. I don't want to spoil anything about it, but this movie is so hilarious. Like I said, Seth MacFarlane, like I said, if you're familiar with Family Guy, you know what type of humor he has. There's a lot of pop references in this movie, and he has just the type of humor. His humor is just so. I mean, I was crying in certain parts of this movie. He's just so funny with his jokes, and I don't know, maybe it's just the voice that Seth MacFarlane puts on, which is obviously Peter Griffin's voice. Which is just so funny. And whenever he speaks, you just expect him to say something funny. But this movie has a lot of heart to it also. It really is a kind of a buddy movie. Like I said, and like you could interchange. Like if you took the teddy bear part and put a real person in there, it could be just a regular movie, just with just the teddy bear makes it extra funny. But but it could be a real life movie. That's how, to me, how well written the movie is, and the comedy is just incredible. Mark Wahlberg is great. I think as the guy that wishes for the teddy bear, he's really good with the jokes, and basically he's playing a straight man for the most part. I mean, he gets his jokes in here and there, but for the most part, he's a straight man for Ted. And like I said, if you can see from the trailer, you see what the basic concept of the story is. He wishes for the teddy bear to become real. It becomes real. It becomes his best friend. He grows up with him, and he basically, he's a slacker with him, and he also has a girlfriend played by Mila Kunis, who looks incredibly gorgeous in this movie, and she basically, tells she wants to move on to the next stage in her relationship with Mark Wahlberg's character. So she kind of she wants Ted to move out. She wants Mark Wahlberg to ask Ted to move out, and of course he moves out, but still you have all these other things happening, and I won't see. I'm starting to get spoiled, so I won't say that. I'll stop saying it anymore. But basically, this movie has a lot of heart, and it's basically just like. It's basically about growing up and trying to move on and stuff, and having a best friend and making choices and stuff about about who's important in your life and so. And the movie has a lot of heart. The humor in this movie just out of this world funny. It's just, I mean, Seth MacFarlane is just absolutely hysterical as Ted. I mean, the lines he says and the things he does is just incredible. And also, like I said, that's why I put minor spoilers in. Well, let me also tell you about somebody else first. Giovanni Ribisi. This will be a spoiler, so I won't tell you. But he's in the movie. Giovanni Ribisi. He plays a. I won't say because it'll give away a plot point. So, but he's fantastic in this movie. Really creepy. Let's leave it at that. And also, Joel McHale is there as Mila Kunis' boss, who's constantly hitting on her, and he's hysterical too. But like I said, this movie is basically, I say the chemistry between the, I mean, like I said, Ted is like for all intents and purposes a real person in the movie. So the relationship between him and Mark Wahlberg's character, you get invested in, and when things go south with them and go good, and you're right there with them. It's that engaging to me, and this is probably the best comedy I've seen this year. And I don't see too many comedies, a lot when I see movies and stuff, but this movie Ted is definitely worth seeing. Oh my God, this movie is so funny, and here's my movie ticket. I know I always show that. I don't know if you can see that, Ted. But that's it. Ted is definitely worth getting, worth seeing, and definitely worth owning when it comes. Worth definitely going to the movie theaters to see if you want to laugh out loud and have a good. Like I said, it has a lot of pop references in there, and there's a cameo. There's two cameos. Not cameos. I guess. Well, you don't see it in the credits, so I won't. That'll be a spoiler, but I won't tell you who they are. But there's 3 cameos in this movie. Okay, I won't tell you who they are, but they're great, and the one cameo in this movie is gonna have your jaw is gonna drop. Okay, at the scene, because one of the cameo makes 2 appearances in the movie, and it just came out of nowhere to me, and this made me just, oh my God, this made me laugh my ass off. That's how good it is, and this movie definitely deserves. I know it was #1 this week, and I think it made $54 million. It's definitely worth. Definitely, I can see why people went to see it. It's just the movie is hysterical, and like I said, Seth MacFarlane, I'm a big Family Guy fan anyway, so this movie is just absolutely fantastic. And Ted it's a good, heartwarming comedy, and it does have a heart, which is really touching in some spots of this movie. It's really, really good. So I definitely would highly recommend it. Let me know what you think of Ted. Feel free to leave your comments down below. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.